Welcome back to the halftime show on the PAC Sports Network as we are now joined by Bethany Bison junior guard Lindsey Garrison. Lindsey, first off, thanks so much for joining us today. How would you say this season has been so far for yourself, but also your team as a whole?
I think it's been going pretty well so far. I know we're all happy with how we're doing now in the new year. And for me, I'm really happy with how I've been playing with coming off of an injury last year and shooting really well. And yeah, I'm really happy about it.
Well, I'm glad you bring up your shooting ability because you have been shooting the ball great from three this year. How much do you work on your shot and really try to make that a big focal point in your game?
I definitely get in the gym a lot. We have a shooting machine here and I shoot on it a lot. I try to get extra shots up every day or every other day just so I can stay sharp and be ready for the games.
Well, obviously that three-point shooting paid off, especially going back to your freshman season. You were the PAC Newcomer of the Year, also an all-conference selection, and you were recognized by D3Hoops.com as the co-rookie of the year in Region 7. I mean, all of those accolades and with it being your freshman year, what did that mean to you to get that much recognition with it being your first season of college basketball?
It felt really great. I mean, it made me feel like the hard work that I've put in for all these years of playing basketball like paid off, and I really proved myself coming into college that I could be a college basketball player.
Well, I know last year did not, wind up the way that you wanted it to with a season-ending injury, but you've bounced back in a big way this season. With being out most of last year, I mean, how were you able to kind of keep yourself involved with the team without being able to play?
Yeah, it was definitely really tough. Tearing my ACL, that was like the biggest injury I've ever had, and having surgery and everything. So that was really tough. But I mean, my teammates all really helped me. Once I was able to get out of bed, I would sit in a chair and shoot shots, and my dad would rebound for me, or my teammates would, and they would pass with me, and I'd sit in a chair and dribble. And yeah, so I tried to do as much as I could, and then once I was off the crutches and everything, I would help my teammates with their drills. I'd be a passer or a rebounder for somebody, just trying to help as much as I could and be involved as much as I can.
What was that rehab process like for you? I mean, I'm sure it was probably very lengthy, but how much time were you having to, stay off your leg to the time where you were able to finally start to move around and then eventually full contact?
Yeah, it was a very long process. I mean, it was my ACL and my meniscus, and because I also tore my meniscus, I couldn't put weight on my foot for the first like 2 weeks, so that was pretty tough. And then just getting into PT and everything and getting that range of motion back and strengthening it again took a really long time. I mean, I'm still strengthening and trying to get all that muscle back that I lost. But yeah, it wasn't until like I would say like six months in that I could really start pushing myself to like get back into that basketball shape. And then by the 9 months mark, I could finally play full back and with contact and everything.
Well, what's it been like being back on the court with your teammates, having yourself now fully healthy and not to mention also I know that you've had other teammates that have battled injuries in the past like Mackenzie Mason. So, how does it feel to be back out on the court with your teammates but also to have your team, fully healthy to this point?
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, we're definitely proving that now we've overcome those injuries and showing how we can play together and everything. And we all mesh together really well on the court and work really hard in practice and everything. So it feels really good to be back, and I know we're all happy to be able to play together again.
What do you feel is unique about this year's team that maybe was not, an aspect to previous season for you? Whether it's the leadership, the experience, just what is it about this year's team that maybe is unique from other years' teams that you've been a part of?
I think yeah, we do have a lot of experience on our team, and a lot of us upperclassmen really try to display that for our younger teammates, just so then we can have them ready for when it's their turn to step up and be ready to play. And we really try to push each other in practice and really compete, just so we can make every practice like it's a game.
Well, Lindsey, it's definitely going to be a very exciting finish to the season. We're excited to see how things unfold for you and the Bison. But before we let you run, just want to hear from you with, a smaller playoff pool this year, only six teams making it. What do you feel your team has to do to make a push towards that final six spot and get yourselves back into the PAC tournament?
I think we just got to keep doing what we're doing and push the intensity even more and practice, take it up another level and just keep pushing ourselves and competing and just doing everything we know what to do. Our coach always says to do the little things. If you do the little things well, then you can win.
Well, we'll definitely see how many of those wins can get racked up for the Bison. And again, we appreciate your time today, Lindsey. Thanks so much, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, thank you.
That's Bethany's women's basketball junior guard, Lindsey Garrison. Don't go anywhere, as we will have the second half of today's game when we return right here on the PAC Sports Network.